We once watched clouds as passive spectators. Now we intervene, coaxing rain from the sky. Weather control isn't science fiction. For decades we've seeded clouds with silver iodide, but our grip on the sky is threatened by the soaring price of silver. Silver powers green tech, solar panels, electric vehicles, and demand is surging. As water grows scarce, the cost of making it rain rises. From the American West to China, silver now links our climate hopes to the market. The stakes have never been higher. To make it rain, we must first understand the cloud, a bustling metropolis of water droplets and ice crystals. For rain to fall, droplets need a nucleus, often dust or pollen. Cloud seeding gives nature a boost by introducing artificial nuclei into clouds. Silver iodide, with its ice-like structure, is the perfect seed. Dispersed into clouds, it sparks a chain reaction. Water freezes onto the particles, forming ice crystals. These crystals grow, collide, and fall as rain or snow. We're not creating water, but guiding moisture to where it's needed. A few grams of silver iodide can trigger tons of precipitation. With the right tools, we can turn reluctant clouds into life-giving rain. But this power comes with new vulnerabilities. Nowhere is cloud seeding more vital than the American West, where water scarcity defines life. Rivers like the Colorado are shrinking, and drought is the new normal. States like Utah, Colorado, and California rely on cloud seeding to boost winter snowpack, the region's natural reservoir. Ground-based generators and aircraft release silver iodide into storm clouds, targeting the best layers for snow creation. Decades of research show cloud seeding can increase snowfall by 5 to 15%. Millions of acre-feet of water. The cost is a fraction of building new reservoirs or desalination plants. For farmers and cities, this extra water is essential for survival. Cloud seeding is not a luxury, it's a lifeline. But as silver prices rise, the future of these programs is uncertain. Every drop counts, and every missed opportunity is a loss. The West's ability to adapt to drought now depends on a volatile commodity. The stakes for water security have never been higher. The question, can we afford to keep making it rain? In China, weather modification is on a scale the world has never seen. The north faces severe water shortages, so the government has built the largest weather control program on Earth. Tens of thousands of personnel, anti-aircraft guns, rockets, aircraft and drones are deployed to seed clouds with silver iodide. The goal: increase rainfall, fight drought, suppress hail, and even clear skies for major events. By 2021, China aimed to control weather over more than half its landmass. But this ambition raises concerns. Weather systems cross borders, and China's actions can affect rainfall in neighboring countries. Accusations of rain stealing and fears of disrupted monsoons are growing. With no international oversight, weather modification becomes a new source of geopolitical tension. China's weather machine is not just domestic policy, it's a factor in international relations. The scale and reach of China's program dwarf all others. As China expands its control, the rest of the world watches and worries. The sky is becoming a new arena for power and conflict. The consequences could be global. Weather control introduces a new dimension to international relations, one ripe for conflict. The atmosphere holds finite moisture. If one nation seeds clouds, downwind regions may lose out. Drought-stricken countries may suspect neighbors of stealing their rain, fueling diplomatic tensions. This fear could spark a new arms race in weather modification technology. The US once weaponized weather in Vietnam with Operation Popeye, seeding clouds to disrupt enemy supply lines. The outcry led to the 1978 NMOD Treaty, banning hostile weather modification, but peaceful, large-scale use remains unregulated. As technology advances and water scarcity grows, the temptation to prioritize national needs intensifies. The line between adaptation and aggression blurs. Without stronger international frameworks, The sky could become the next frontier for conflict. Weather wars are no longer fiction, they're a real risk. The need for cooperation and oversight is urgent. The atmosphere is a shared resource, but competition is heating up. The future of weather control may shape the future of peace. Modern cloud seeding hinges on one element: silver, specifically silver iodide. Its crystal structure mimics ice, making it the most effective nucleus for precipitation. Alternatives like dry ice or salts exist, but none match silver iodide's efficiency and reliability. For decades, the small amount of silver used in weather modification was affordable and stable, but silver's role has changed. It's now critical for electronics, solar panels, and electric vehicles. Demand from high-tech industries is transforming the global silver market. The price of silver is rising, and weather programs are feeling the squeeze. The world's ability to make rain is now tied to the availability and cost of this precious metal. Water managers once budgeted for silver iodide with confidence. Now, costs are unpredictable. The supply chain is no longer secure. The same silver that powers green technology is becoming too expensive for drought relief. This creates a painful trade-off: clean energy or water security. Our reliance on silver is a vulnerability we can't ignore. The future of cloud seeding and drought resilience hangs in the balance. The world must confront this new reality. The surge in silver demand is driving prices higher than ever. For cloud seeding programs, this means soaring costs for silver iodide, their essential ingredient. Budgets are stretched thin. Some programs face doubling or tripling expenses. The result: fewer storms seeded, grounded aircraft, and idle generators. Each missed opportunity means less water for farms and cities. The paradox is stark. The technology meant to help us adapt to climate change is threatened by the very forces driving the green transition. Silver for solar panels now competes with silver for rain. Water managers must choose scale back operations or fight for bigger budgets. The cost of a raindrop is rising, just as droughts worsen. The trade-off between renewable energy and water security is real and painful. The future of drought relief is at risk. The price of silver could cripple a vital tool when we need it most. The silver crisis plays out differently in the US and China, the world's weather modification giants. In the US, cloud seeding is managed locally, funded by states, water districts, and private groups. This decentralized model is flexible but vulnerable to budget cuts and market swings. When silver prices spike, American programs must justify higher costs or scale back operations. Reduced seeding means less water, directly impacting drought resilience. China's program is centralized, state-funded, and shielded from market volatility. As the world's third-largest silver producer, China can prioritize supply for strategic needs. While US programs shrink, China's can expand, altering regional weather patterns. This imbalance gives China a strategic edge and fuels geopolitical tension. The US faces tough choices. China pushes forward. The divergence could reshape global weather politics. As America's capacity wanes, China's influence grows. The race for control of the sky is on. We stand at a crossroads, able to enhance rain, yet threatened by the economic forces powering our future. The price of silver, driven by green technology, is making cloud seeding too costly to sustain. This is the paradox of progress. Our solutions for climate change undermine our ability to adapt. Water security is now entangled with the global commodity market. Is the market the best judge for something as vital as water? We need new international frameworks, transparency, cooperation, and shared stewardship of the atmosphere. Weather modification can no longer be a local affair. Its impacts are global. The silent threat of rising silver prices is a wake-up call. Our technological, economic, and environmental systems are now inseparable. The true price of a habitable planet is rising. Are we willing to pay it?